how to add a user control in WPF application and how to present it on the main window. So first of all, we will see how to add a user control. So create a first basic application of a WPF. So here I created one application inside one of the solution, WPF app 01. So go here and right click on the application, add the user control, click on the user control. So once we click on the user control, it will open add new tab template. So here as we clicked on the user control, so it will show by default user control 1.xaml, and you can give a good name, I mean the customized name here. So my user control. So once it is added, similar to the window page, similar to the window, it will show a default design without any background, you can see here. And then the user control is node, and inside this namespaces and the by default grid it will appear. Now we have to design this control in a customized way, what we exactly want, and then finally we will transfer it to the window control. So first of all, we'll focus on the designing this one. So same way how we make a design in the window, a row, addition of rows, columns, grid, creating a grid, and inside that particular grid we can add panels and then the user control. So for this specific user control, we add a login control here, a kind of a login control. So we'll take tool text blocks and text boxes, and we'll show this login window on the main page, main window. Create row definitions, first row definition, and this is right. You can take a star. So now two row I have added here. So in the first row I want to add one stack panel, and in second row I want to add one stack panel. Stack panel. So here in the first stack panel, this orientation, make this orientation as horizontal. Horizontally, two controls we want to add. First control, we add a text block and text as username as a text block, and then we'll make the height as 30. So this text block we added, and the password as a text box, username, to put username we'll add a text box. So we'll add a text box, and the height width will give height as a 30 and width as a 150. This way we'll add, and same one more stack panel will add. This stack panel will go into first row, the 0th row, and this stack panel will go into the first row, and we will give this absolute value for this first one, and for the second one also we'll give some absolute value for this grid, so it will be visible. Also make sure a less window size here, 400 let's say, and width and height also make it 250, so it will be a smaller. Also reduce it to the 200 or 300. So this is how a smaller one will appear. Let's also make this, let's say 70, around 70. We'll change it to 70, and the height also we can make it lesser. This way it will be more visible to and just make this to zoom it. Okay, so now how our control is look like here. This login username, and this is the, let's say, password. We'll give a little bit margin. Each control will give this margin as a pen. Okay. So this is how this user control we prepared it. What we have done, we have added this two row definitions here, and for first row this is a stack panel added. Inside that stack panel, one text block and one text box for username, and another stack panel, text block and text box. This user control we want to show on the main window. How to show it? First of all, save it and then build. Okay, so our design is successfully compiled. Now this my user control we want to show on the main window, so definitely we need to create an object of this one. So go here in the code behind of a main window and create object of a my user control. So my user control, and I'm going to create a property of this one, declaring property, and after initializing the component of a main window, initialize this my user control as well, my user control. So we declared here and we initialize the object. We created the object of my user control, and this my user control we want to show on the main window. So on the main window, can we show directly? No, we have to create here a content presenter. So we created in the main window, we created the two rows, say in the grid. So first row and second row. So here we will add a content presenter. Content presenter. So we'll give the name to the content presenter. So user control presenter. So user control presenter we will show on, and this will be located into grid dot row 0. So and we'll provide the margin to this one. Okay, we'll just make this to visible. Okay, and we'll give this margin from 20 from each side. So this way you can make this visible to our eyes. Now on this content presenter, we want to present our user control. So in the code behind here, in the code behind user control content presenter content, we want to pass as a user control. So user control presenter dot content. So this content is going to accept a child element in an object format. So we already created one object, my user control. So assign this content with the my user control. Then whatever we made a design into my user control, it will be transferred to the main window here. So save, build, and run. So now you can see this is what we transferred design from user control. So now this little bit is not visible because our user control, the page, the main window is designed with a proportional sizing. So make it automatic sizing, so it will be available as a full format. So we'll make this first row as a auto size. Okay, so whatever the data is required for this one, it will take automatically. So now you can see our user control has been navigated to the main window.